Well, I think you're half right. The Russians don't have to do a great deal, and they aren't at the moment. I mean, the vast majority of their forces are preparing for these offensive operations that will be launched whenever the theater commander decides it's the right time. He's been waiting for an improvement in the weather, that is, for ground to freeze. He's been waiting for all the reservists to be fully integrated. Once he's satisfied that everything's in place, he'll launch, whenever that is. That could come tomorrow morning, or it could come in February. We have no way of knowing. But in the meantime, Ukrainians are fighting tenaciously against the Russians in the south, and they're trying to hold on to this place called Bakhmut, which is being built as a logistical hub because of its connectivity to rail lines and transportation assets. And they're losing it, and they're losing thousands of troops in the process. The Russians, meanwhile, are taking very few casualties. The exchange rate between Russia and Ukraine is about 1 to 8 or 1 to 10. So for every 8 or 10 Ukrainian soldiers that are killed, only one Russian soldier is killed. That's not a good exchange. And we think that the entire Ukrainian army, excluding foreigners, that is the thousands of Polish troops in uniform or Americans and Brits and others that may be there as mercenaries, is about 194,000 effectives. In other words, everybody else is wounded or dead. And the people that they're throwing in to these positions are untrained. They're showing up with 2 or 3 weeks of preparation, if that. Here's a weapon, get on the truck, you're headed forward. And they climb into these trenches, and essentially they wait around to be destroyed. And that's what the Russians are doing. It's a tragic situation. No one in their right mind would do this. And that's why I'm saying these Patriot missiles, I'm beginning to think this is a gesture. This is so sometime in the spring, American and European leaders can say, well, we did all we could. We sent them everything we had, and we just couldn't make it work. Well, this is crazy.
Right.
This never had any chance of success to begin with. They're lying to everybody about everything.